Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly pick a card reading. This one is for the second week of January. We pulled this card about sobriety for your second week of January, general theme that came out in your January general reading, which is linked below if you want to see the whole thing. We're talking about a major transformation that's happening for you. It's January's general theme, and that came out in your 2020 year ahead forecast, and you can check that out below as well. I do personal readings. You can check out my Etsy page. I've linked that. I am using Sacred Rebels and the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, stack 1, 2, 3. Pause the video and choose which one feels right to you, and then I'll timestamp it. You can zip right to your reading to see what it's all about. Please comment which one you picked and if it resonated or not. And also, if you have any questions or if you feel like I didn't go into too much depth, ask your questions in the comments. I will answer them every time. It's really important for a little newbie channel like mine to have that interaction with you, and I'm happy to interact and to answer questions and talk about anything more in detail that I talk about in the readings. So Sagittarius, stack 1. You have 3 of Cups, 6 of Cups, and follow your own rhythm. So we're talking about a big transformation, and part of that transformation being releasing something that you would be freer without. And getting sobriety can mean freeing yourself from a lot of things, not just substances, but certain types of people and certain types of ways of relating things, something that you think that you need to function and you would function freer without. So this is going to be talking about this 3 of Cups. To me, I feel 2 things from it. It has a little to do with the company you're keeping, whether or not it's a good influence, and whether or not there's a degree of they're influencing you, and that you may need to distance yourself while you go through this transformation. But also with follow your own rhythm, I'm feeling that there is a need to not make it so hard, and that the 6 of Cups, there was a time when you were able to trust your body, and there was a time where you were able to trust your instincts when it was time to rest, when it was time to move. When you needed something, you could go for it and not go overboard, because your body would tell you when it was time to stop, and you could trust it and listen to it. So when it's time to connect with others, when you feel that urge to go out and connect with others, you follow that. And when you feel like now it's time, I need to retreat and rest, and you follow that. And then it does not have to be hard, that you are built in with some basic instructions on how to move through this change and how to free yourself from this situation, and that it is okay to trust that. And to kind of, this 6 of Cups does have a little bit to do with a more innocent time, a freer time. So there is something in your past, a way you remember feeling, a way you remember how you used to be able to do that, how you used to be able to trust your own rhythms, and to tap back into that, and to maybe do some inner child work so you can get back to that better. I'm feeling like there's a forgiveness and a repairing of your relationship with yourself. That as you've gone through this addiction process and become dependent on whatever it is, there has been a damage to your relationship with yourself and your ability to trust yourself and to trust your rhythms. And so that is what is needed here for that healing in stack 1. Sagittarius, stack 2, you have 2 of Swords reversed, 7 of Cups reversed, and trust yourself. So this feels very similar to stack 1, where it is talking about coming out of delusion and being able to make a choice and make a new decision, and that there may have been a degree of addiction driving your choices, and now you do have to, by making this change and transforming this aspect of yourself and freeing yourself from this commitment and loyalty that isn't serving you, it is going to repair your relationship and your self-trust and your ability to listen to your intuition as coming from a true and authentic place, and not just this need trying to get met, and that you can meet that in a healthier way, and then you'll have a clearer line of communication between you and your instincts and you and your intuition. And that's the whole point. That's part of this transformation. Is not about shame or doing better or being better for anyone else. It's to repair your relationship to you is the only point. Sagittarius stack 3, Queen of Wands reversed, 9 of Wands reversed, and defend to the end the worthwhile. So for stack 3, Sagittarius, it is feeling a little bit more depleting and defeating, and that what lies ahead of you, this transformation that you have to make, or that surrounds you, is more difficult maybe than the other two, and it is heavier, and there's a feeling of really feeling like you can't do it and wanting to give up. It is very heavy, and so this is telling you, it says defend to the end the worthwhile, that it will be worth it, and that success is yours, and that you're going to make it, and that it's honoring that it's going to be difficult, and it's honoring that you feel the way you feel, and that it's legitimate that you're worn out, and that it's a heavy undertaking, and that when it is over and when you're through it and when you're on the other side of this change, it is going to be totally worth it. And so to please keep on keeping on and to not give up, because the rewards are going to far outweigh whatever you're going through to get to the other side of this change. All right, Sagittarius, that's what I have for you. Tune in for the next week's Pick a Card.